ko Jani My name is Jani. I am the Secretary General for Anak Bayan Aotearoa, a chapter of a national democratic mass organization that fights for the voices of Filipinos in the Philippines and around the world. While Marcos Jr. prepares for a State of the Nation address in the Philippines, right here, right now, marks a significant moment for us Filipino youth in the diaspora. Today, we choose to stand with our people to uncover the lies of President Marcos's corrupt and oppressive dynasty. Today, we choose not to be blindsided by the 1% who get to decide whether the masses will have food on the table for the day. Because every single day, we bear witness to the injustices that our very own people face back home and even here. As young people who come from families where mothers and fathers and brothers and sisters who are stripped from having the choice to provide for their families in the Philippines and instead become overseas Filipino workers. Our workers who are the backbone of keeping our society running and thriving, and yet continue to receive unfair treatment in countries that they cannot even call home. I want the young people here to acknowledge the workers who have joined us today after a long day's work. And the working youth here today who represent the fighting spirit of the Filipino masses. You are carrying the dreams of our families, friends, and kasamas here in Aotearoa and the Philippines. Now I urge us today to carry these dreams as our guiding hopes for the national democratic struggle back in the Philippines. The dreams and aspirations we have as youth should pave a better world for our future generations. Looking around now, I see young artists and musicians, students and workers who have used their talents this past week to help us shed light on the true situation of the Philippines. Because as young people, what we see happening to our nation and the exploitation and mistreatment of us everywhere, we know is not a new or isolated case. We come from a nation that has been grieving the traumas of colonization for over 500 years. And which this year now marks 80 years of U.S. imperial domination over our country. So what is the true nation of the true state of the nation of the Philippines? Is the state of the nation found in polished speeches by the son of a dictator? Or is it found in flooded homes? Is it found in economic growth statistics? Or in workers who labor every day but still struggle to afford basic necessities? Is it found in false promises? Or in farmers who continue to call for meaningful agrarian reform and secure livelihoods? The true state of our nation is not measured inside those halls of power. It is measured in our communities. It is measured by every family forced to rebuild after floods. By every young person who puts their dreams on hold because education or opportunity is out of reach. By every worker, peasant, indigenous community, and urban poor family asking not for charity, but for dignity, fairness, and a future. As another Sona approaches, we know what we'll hear. We'll hear that the economy is growing. We'll hear that the government is making progress. But progress must mean more than numbers. It must mean that ordinary Filipinos can live with security, opportunity, and hope. So who is this nation for? The Philippines. Who benefits from development if communities are left behind? Who benefits from prosperity if workers remain poor? Who benefits from progress if people feel unheard? And to the youth here right now, here in the diaspora, do not believe that our distance means irrelevance. You carry the Philippines wherever you go. You carry its languages, its history, its struggles, its dreams. The role of the diaspora is not simply to remember home. It's a responsibility to learn, to listen, and to connect. to stand in solidarity with those working for justice and accountability, to ensure that conversations about the Philippines do not end. Every generation faces a choice to watch history or to help shape it. The young people before us challenged dictatorship, defended democratic freedoms, organized in communities, built movements, and believed that ordinary people could change the course of history. Now it is our turn, not because we have all the answers, but because we refuse to believe that inequality, poverty, corruption, or injustice are inevitable. So as the President delivers another State of the Nation address, let us also deliver our own message, that the state of the nation is the state of its people, that genuine progress must reach workers, it must reach the peasants, it must reach the students, it must reach indigenous communities, it must reach every Filipino.
Hear, hear!
And to every young Filipino listening today, read, question, serve your communities, join Anak Bayan to agitate, organize, mobilize, so that together we can hold every leader accountable regardless of their surname. Because democracy is not something that can be inherited. It is something that we practice. The future of the Philippines will not be decided by one speech. It will be shaped by millions of Filipinos who choose to care, to participate, and to believe that a more just and democratic nation is possible. Because while they polish their script in Malacanang, we are writing the real script with our blood, with our tears, with our sweat, out there in the street of Negros, in the flooded barangays, in the farms that were promised to the farmers but were never given. They will tell us about economic gains, but I ask you, what are those gains for? And who? They will tell us about peace, but whose peace? The peace of the grave? The peace of the silenced packed silica? We see the truth, and the truth stings. We reject a legacy built on the blood of martyrs like Negros 19. We reject a government that kills its own people and calls it peace. We demand genuine land reform, not empty promises. We demand the right to go home and serve our people without fear of being killed. So to the youth in the diaspora, this is your fight too. Organize where we are right now. Live like Lal Prejoles. Live like Kai Sorum. Thank you.